Welcome to the show, Remix.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Beatbox International, bro. I'm excited to be here. I just woke up. Well, I didn't just wake up, but I woke up and I felt like death. So if I look as though, I just like woke up from like a year's sleep, that's why. But yeah, dude, I'm ready. I'm excited to be here.
Right.
Let's get things going, man.
Okay.
Woo-hoo!
Well, we have Remix, third place GBB 2024. Okay, so we're going to get straight into the story. You see that plaque? We're going to get straight into the story of how he got there. From zero to hero, from prodigy to hero. Before we do that, Remix, can you take us back to the moment right before your GBB elimination? You're standing backstage. You hear Scott Jackson hyping up the crowd for you. What were you thinking and feeling in that moment?
That's a fantastic question, Justin. I don't know, dude. Like, I think it was a sense of, like, I think I was kind of just thinking to myself the whole time, like, is this real? Like, ever since I started beatboxing, my one goal was to stand on the stage, and now I'm one person away from being where I've been training to be for 6 whole years. It's been my one goal just to be standing on that stage. So it was like a sense of like, this is not real. This like what the hell is happening? You know what I mean? But like, yeah, dude, I was happy.
A dream come true.
A dream come true, brother. What the hell, man?
So let's go right back to where that dream began when you first started beatboxing. How? Tell us that story. What did you watch? What did you experience?
All right, so I'll try and make this as short as I possibly can. But flashback to 2016, I'd say. I started, Vine was around and that kind of stuff, and I started watching Marcus Perez. I was like, oh shit, Marcus this guy's a goat. This guy's crazy, and Marcus is still the goat, by the way. To this day, like, that guy's crazy good,
Yeah.
But Marcus started me off, kind of getting invested into like how good people could get at beatboxing. Like my entire life, I live with a very musical family, and my dad would like do drum noises every now and then. He would go like, like that kind of stuff, and then I would just do the same thing, and be like, okay, that's dope, that's beatbox, great. But then when I discovered Marcus Perez, I was like, shit, dude, the stuff gets to a high level, man. And I was like, all right, cool. So, nothing really came of it. I would just watch him and be like, this is insane, this is really sick. And then flash forward to 2018, I discover Korean Effects. I can't remember the first one that I watched. I think it was actually someone made a video, or they put Marcus Perez videos, and then they put a Korean Effects video, and it was like Marcus Perez versus Korean Effects, And I was like, dude, Marcus is gonna kill this guy. But then when I heard Korean Effects, I was like, dude, what the hell?
That's a whole new world, right?
Whole new world. And then I searched up Korean Effects, and then I found videos of like, oh, Korean Effects versus Alem, Korean Effects versus this guy, Korean Effects this guy. And then from Korean Effects found Reaps 1, from Reaps 1 found Napalm, from Napalm found GBB, from GBB Remix, I guess.
Yeah. So that moment of discovery was Jethro to Remix.
Indeed it was. Yeah, pretty much. Like as soon as I saw like GBB and like just the hype around it, I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. This is like something just was like boom, and I was like, wow, this is just incredible.
Okay.
This all just looks so crazy.
And when did people start calling you the prodigy or a prodigy?
That's a fantastic question again. Well, in 2018, around February, I was really looking for other people that did the same thing as me, to interact with people that did the same thing as me. And so I went on to, because back in the day, I was a little boy, little baby Remix, you know what I mean? So I went onto my mom's phone and I just searched up South Africa Beatbox, like looking for people in the country that maybe do the same thing as me. And then I discovered this community on Facebook called Beatbox Culture South Africa, right? Which was like the OG SA Beatbox scene. You know what I mean? Geez, like, dude, I look like death right now, but it's okay. Anyway, we carry on. And so I messaged the guy, right? I was like, hey, I'm a beatboxer from South Africa. I really want to get into this. I'd love to join your guys' community. And they were like, great. They sent me a WhatsApp link, and then I joined their WhatsApp group, right? And yeah, dude, for like the couple of months prior to joining that group, I was like doing everything myself, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like know that Discord beatboxing was a thing or whatever, you know. And that's a whole nother story, dude. Good Lord. Like getting into the Discord scene is that's a whole nother long story that we could just talk about for hours and hours and hours, you know, but yeah, so at this point I was like doing everything myself, you know, and I thought I was good, bro. Like truth be told, you know, I was like, damn, you know, I'm ready for the big stages back then, bro. So I joined the first BBXCSA, Beatbox Culture South Africa, the first battle that they did on Discord, which is where I discovered, you know, Discord battling. Bro, I got my ass handed to me first battle. I was dead. I was destroyed. And then, like, you know, it humbled me. Like, it made me realize, wow, I'm trash. And, you know, I was like, okay, I forgot the guy that won, but he at the time he was like, I was like, geez, like, dude, this guy is just like on God level right now, you know. And I was like, okay, I need to beat this dude. I need to get better than him, and I need to like, because like I really wanted to push, dude. I was so motivated. I was so in it, bro. So yeah, dude, I just started training, dude. I joined more, and like, so from BBXCSA, some of the other guys invited me to other like smaller Discord servers, you know. And those servers would do like weekly tournaments, dude. I joined every single one, bro, without fail. I got my ass handed to me for about like maybe 3 months, bro. 3 months before I started winning, bro. Winning these small events. And I was like, okay, bet. So I started winning. Then I joined a server called Beatbox Talk, which is now Beatbox Community.
Yeah.
You know? And Beatbox Rapcom, you remember that stuff. And Beatbox International, of course. So yeah, then I started joining the bigger international guys, got my ass handed to me, kept getting my ass handed to me, you know, for months on end. Then again, I started winning. It was great. And then I even remember a funny story, bro. In Beatbox International, there was a period of time where I would join every event and I would win every event to the point where I think Teapot told me that I need to stop competing for a while to let other people actually start winning, bro. I was like, what the hell? That was crazy, dude. But what an experience. What an experience,
Yeah,
man.
it sounds like your beginning stage started off with just losing and losing and losing before you win.
Yes.
And I can resonate with you feeling like, okay, I'm so good right now. And then once you join a community, you realize, actually, no.
Dead, bro. You just get shot dead, bro.
Yeah.
But
so,
let that be a lesson to everyone. Because I know so many people in my own community, and I've met so many people out there that are like, I don't want to battle because I'm trash and you know, I'll lose. Bro, that is the most motivating thing ever, joining battles and losing, figuring out where you went wrong and improving on that. So if any of you guys are like telling yourself you can't battle, you can't join a battle because you think you're going to lose, yeah, you probably will. But that's good. Do it. Do it. That's what I did. That's how I got to where I am. That's how most people probably got to where they are. They joined battles, they lost, they were trash, and they got better. So there you go. Little tip from Remix. All right, do it.
yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. I remember JP telling me, for him, losing was something he learned from even more than when he won.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You learn so much more from when you lose than what you learn from when you win.
And speaking of battling, let's go back to your story, right? So now we have come to the point where you have established yourself a little bit more and you're having a lot more confidence than you previously had. But what was the turning point that got you to go to the next step? What were like some major competitions or some major milestones that you felt like, okay, I'm getting closer and closer to my dream of GBB?
I'd probably say GBB was my step to be getting close to GBB. See, nothing really happened until 2020, right? Where, you know, obviously COVID happened, you know, COVID, boo COVID, everyone hates COVID, trash, right? And Beatbox Talk is like, hey, we're going to do online GBB. Let's go. And so I was like, bet, dude. You know, at this point, I was a name. You know, I wouldn't say a name, but no, I was a name. I was a name in the online
You're
scene.
recognized.
You know? People knew, like, if I joined a Discord call, they'd be like, hey, yo, it's Remix. What's up, dude? What's up? You know, and but so they announced online GBB. They did open eliminations, but like for the first 50 people that joined, bro. So as soon as that announcement came, I joined immediately and didn't think anything of it, bro. Didn't think like I was like getting in would be crazy, but I mean, bro, you had names like King Inertia, River, Vakoda, all these guys were joining. So I was like, yeah, it's not gonna happen. But I might be on, like, I was just excited to be on Swiss Beatbox, bro. You know, like they were streaming that stuff, and I was like, hell yeah, dude, let's go. And then I did an elimination. Well, the first one, qualified for the next elimination round, right? Which is the one that got you into the actual event, right? And I did that. I can't remember where I placed. I think it was like 9th or 10th. I did, and you know what's even funnier, bro? I was told early that I had qualified by Mix Effects, because obviously he was hosting, you know? And I I just joined a call with like after the elims were done, and he was like, dude, I shouldn't be telling you this, but I'm so proud of you, man. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, bro, you qualified for GBB. And I was like, you joking, right? You joking. He told me like everything. I was freaking out, you know, I was like losing my mind. But then, you know, obviously, I was at a high, then I was at a low, because I found out that I had to battle his first battle. You know, I was like, well, damn. But we all know how that went. Yeah. And
for those who don't know, could you walk us through that moment of going up against his, who is like one of the most prominent beatboxers, who knows how to counter, knows how to perform on stage. He's really experienced. So what's going on in your mind? Prodigy versus Prodigy.
Well, I was terrified, bro. I was terrified. And I was so sure. Everyone was saying as well, like I remember joining a Beatbox community call, and they were doing predictions, and I was in the call, and when my battle came up, they were like, sorry, Remix, but bro, come on, let's be realistic. Hiss is winning. And I was like, okay, all right. And then yeah, dude, so like I had everyone, even myself, telling me that I wasn't gonna win this battle. You know, I was like, yeah, it's Hiss, dude. What the hell? It's Hiss. How am I supposed to do this? You know? But then somehow I ended up beating Hiss first time, and that's when I think Remix really blew up, right? Because people were like, what the hell, dude? The 16-year-old kid just beat Hiss. This random guy that we've never heard about has beat Hiss, and that's when I got on the radar. But then I got asked by you guys to do a shout out for Beatbox Int, right? Maybe a couple weeks after GBB Online, right? And I was like, cool. Well, you know, I have this routine that I'm happy with. It was like my most full routine at the time. Everyone knows which routine I'm talking about. I mean, you know, everyone knows this track at this point. And I submitted it, you know, and I was telling myself at the time, bro, like when I submitted this, I was like telling my friends, dude, I made this video. Imagine if it gets like 10,000 views. How insane would that be if a video of mine gets 10,000 views, you know? But then, you know, flash forward a month in. Wow, this video's on 100,000 views. A couple months later, wow, this video's on 500,000 views. A couple weeks after that, wow, 1 million. What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
And now we're at 6 million, dude. It's like, what the hell, bro? What the actual bro? And that's really when, like, I think everyone knew who I was at that point. You know, everyone was like, oh wow, okay, yeah, this Remix kid is something else. This Remix dude is something.
So you've kind of achieved your dream on the GBB stage online, but not quite there. Okay. Yeah. So what's next? What happens after that?
Dude, you know, looking back, bro, so much happened, bro. You know, then the online world champs happened in the exact same year, which I was like, wow, okay, 2 massive international events in 1 year. I got to be a part, right? Joined that, passed the limbs, got my ass destroyed by Vakoda. You know, Vakoda just murdered everyone that year, though. That was like the year of Vakoda. So, I mean, you know, can't be upset. But then after that, the end of that year, African champs, the first ever one, the African Raw Beatbox Championship, took place. And yeah, somehow ended up winning that, which was great. You know, battling Ziad Sweden in the finals was fantastic. And I got invited to go do an elimination at the GBV 7 to Smoke. And I was like, hell yeah. Didn't pass at all. You know, by any means, I didn't pass that 7 to Smoke elim, but it was
2021, right?
Yeah, 2021. Yeah. But yeah, dude, 2020 was a crazy year. That was the year where the start of Remix really happened. You know, like the start really kind of that's where I blew up. Like 2020 is where people realized who I was.
Right.
Yeah.
But even then there are still some doubters. They saw, okay, this guy, he can do bass, he's a prodigy, but he's not really quite GBB level yet.
And they were very right.
So what was that defining stage of yours?
I don't know, dude. Like a lot of reflecting on what my style was, because in 2020, you know, I was like, my style was like, I wasn't sure of what my style was. Even in 2021, even in 2022, you know, I wasn't quite sure of what, you know, who Remix really was as a musician, you know, as a music creator, right? I was kind of like still in that development stage. Obviously 2021 was a great like learning experience for me, going to GBB, being in the online world champs again. You know, it was crazy. And the release of Get Down, you know, Get Down came out because you were at 21
GBB.
and you invited me up to your hotel room. It was all romantic, but then when I got there, you gave me a microphone instead of a rose. I'm still kind of upset by that, but it's okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
Next time. It's cool,
yeah.
bro.
It got
cool.
better
Next
though
time.
with the
It did,
video.
yeah. I mean, you know. But yeah, then Get Down came out. You know, another 1 million views. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
Which is just great, bro. Yeah, but you know, even then, dude, I wasn't sure of my style. You know, like, it was tough, bro. It was tough. Especially like, look, I'll say being at GBB 21 was very motivating, but also very like, I don't want to say demotivating or anything, but it was kind of crazy, like seeing all these guys with their defined styles and everything, you know. And I'm kind of there, like, dude, like, I feel like I have the skill, but like, I'm like way
Not there
way
yet.
behind all these guys, you know. Like, I'm listening to these guys and I'm like, damn, dude, they have something special here, and you know, I need it, but I don't know what it is. You know. So after that, dude, I did a lot of like just, you know, reflecting on what I want my style to be, on what kind of music I want to make, you know. Then 2022 came around, you know, BBU I started kind of getting a little more comfortable with my style, but it still wasn't there, you know. I was still kind of all over the place with it, but I started focusing a lot more on cleaning things up, you know, defining the sounds that I had, really getting a hang of the structure aspect of beatbox, really getting a hang of like the style and everything. BBU came around, very cool, very hype, but you know, Beat murdered me, which was, you know, it's always fun. The end of 22, online world champs again, battle Jolla, because that's now the most viewed battle in beatbox community. It's the most viewed video in beatbox community by I think like 100,000 views or something, which is mad, bro. So you know, always hype. It's always hype. And then yeah, dude, I think 2022 was the end of my online battle like presence. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, like I was kind of done with it, dude. Like after 2022. I was like, yeah, you know what? It's not for me. Like, it was fun, but yeah,
Why?
It wasn't for me. I don't know, dude. Like,
You grew out of it?
I
Or
don't know. I don't know
decided,
if
you know
I grew out of it. Like, I think it was just, it got to a point where I was like, you know, like people need to see, like as soon as 2023 hit, bro, I was like, dude, people need to see me live. Like, people need to realize what I can actually do. You know, because like everyone saw me as like, oh, an online beatboxer. You know,
online
like
beatboxer.
You know, I had so many people like come to me after competing in these big events. They're like, dude, I had no idea you would actually be powerful live. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You okay? You know what? Whatever, bro. So 2023 rolled around. It's crazy, dude. I traveled more times than I ever had in my life. You know, went to the UK, went to like a bunch of different places in Africa. And then, you know, Beatland rolled around. And I was like, yeah, okay, you know what? Let me tell you my mentality for Beatland, right? I told myself, all right, I was so bored. So I was like, okay, the next wildcard competition that I see roll up, I don't care what it is. If it's like a Discord battle or whatever, I'm going to join. Right? And then I see Mad Twins post, hey, we're doing this Beatland thing. And I was like, okay, bet. I didn't even understand what it was. All I knew is that it was like a BBU, right? So I was like, okay. Uploaded my wildcard. And then after uploading it, I read all the rules. And I was like, shit, dude, if we win a couple battles, they fly us to Bali? What the hell? And I was like, damn, okay, well, this is getting interesting now. And so, you know, battle day rolled around. who did I battle first? Oh, it was Given. Given I battled first, beat Given. Then it was CJ, beat CJ, qualified for Beatland. But then very similar mindset to 2020 when I was battling his, because my first battle was with Zeka. And I was like, well, it was
He's
fun
a
while it
monster.
lasted.
What can
He's a
you do,
monster.
right? It's GBB
Yeah, exactly.
level.
Exactly. And like, bro, after watching this guy do kickback, I was like, there's no way I'm beating him.
Yeah.
There's literally no way I'm gonna beat this guy, bro. Like at Zeka, he's literally like, dude, Zeka, he's unreal, bro. Like I considered Zeka, and I think I still do, on par with like D-Lo in skill level. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw Zeka and I was like, dude, Zeka might be like the best beatboxer on the planet, bro. And I mean, watching
Like
his Show Me Your Masterpiece
the
rounds.
untouchables.
Exactly. Watching his Show Me Your... I don't know if you've been watching the Show Me Your Masterpiece stuff, bro.
I have.
But
His
dude,
recent one.
what the hell is Zeka, bro? Like, what is this dude? Like, bro, nah. He's something else, bro.
It's built different. Yeah, correct.
Nah, he really is, man. And so I was like, yeah, well, it was fun. You know, I got a free trip. Like my thought process was, hey, I'm getting a free trip to Bali.
Let's go.
And I'll get third place. You know, like once Zeka kicks my ass, I'll just win the small finals. No problem, you know?
Yeah.
So then, chilling, Bali was a crazy experience, bro. I could also talk about that for hours, but Mad Twins treated us so well. They showed us the most beautiful places in the country, dude. I got to hang out with everyone, and we like bonded so nicely, dude. Like just all of us together doing all this crazy shit. It was great. Then battle day came around. I was like, well, it was great. It was great chilling with you guys. Thanks for bringing me here. Zeka will show me the door. It's all good. But then I got on stage and the battle started, and I was like, huh. Like after his first round, and then after my first round, I was like, wait a minute. This is like, is this close?
I got a chance here.
Is this actually close right now? And I was like, okay, second round, he's going to kill me. Did his second round was fantastic, but I knew what I was bringing for, you know, my second round. And I was like, dude, is this close? Is this actually close right now? But like, you know, still in the back of my head, I was like, okay, I gave Zeka a good battle, but he won, you know, because I had the mindset, hold on, let me fix my camera there. I had the mindset of, it's Zeka. There's no way I'm going to beat Zeka, right? Even if I kind of knew that the routines I did were better on stage, I was like, yeah, no way. It's not happening. But then, Scott Jackson turns to the judges. He's like, all right, judges, this way for Remix, that way for Zeka. Counts down, bruh. I see 5 hands pointed in my direction. I was like, hold on, like, wait.
Are they pointing in the right direction? And did
Yeah,
I hear right?
I was like, what the hell? And then Scott Jackson yells Remix, and I'm like, okay, well, yeah.
This is it.
I can't describe the feeling that I felt, bro. But yeah, dude, I was like almost in tears when I saw that, bro. I was like, there's no way that this just happened, dude. Like, there's actually no way.
This is like such a huge turning point, because this is the online guy, man, and Zeka is this GBB guy, this world-class level guy who's come toe to toe with D-Lo, and people have like been split. Who's better, like for kickback, right? And so here you are handing it to him 5-0, and this is your statement. This is Remix reborn. Maybe not reborn, leveled up, upgraded. He's somewhere else now, and he's ready to take on something else, something much higher.
Dude, I think like it was, even for me, it was a big turning point, you know, because before then I knew I was good, right? But I didn't think I was on the level where I could be up against these absolute gods of beatbox, right?
Legends, yeah.
Like I was like, okay, I know I'm good, right? But like, I don't think I'm there yet, bro. But then once I beat Zeka, I kind of was like, maybe I need to stop like doubting, like, because like I thought back to the same thing about Hiss, you know, like I doubted myself, but like, you know, to be fair, I was like 1.5 years in, 2 years in at that point against Hiss, so understandable, right?
That's true.
But with Zeka, I don't know, dude. Like I just went into this like, there's no way I'm beating him. And I've kind of, you know, since then it's been getting better. Where like, you know, GBB 2024 came around. We'll get into that too. But like, you know, similar mentality going up against Ice. You know, Ice is like on stage a different beast. You know, so I was like, wow, this is gonna be a tough one. But I was, I was more like, I have a high chance of winning. Like I told myself that, and I believe that.
Yeah.
And but we'll talk about that in a second, right? And then yeah, dude. So Beatland, beat Zeka, craziest experience of my life, right? Got to the finals, battled Kaji, didn't win. Kaji won, but you know what? That's okay. I was happy for him, very happy for him. I love Kaji, great guy, great human being. Absolutely love the guy. And then, all right, 2024 started. This year has been the craziest year of my life, bro. I've never had such an insane, like, dude, have you ever like had a year where you look back to the beginning of the year and you're like, wait, did all of that happen in the same year? Like, it feels like your year's been split into two. Like, everything that happened in that year happened over 2 years. Craziest thing ever, dude.
So many
Craziest thing ever, dude. And I was like, damn. So all of this actually happened. Like, I'm even thinking back now and I'm like, wow. All of this stuff happened in 1 year. Did wildcards, qualified for every single wildcard competition that I did. Which is like, kind of new for me, because usually it's like, oh, robbed remix got robbed, which I mean is debatable, because looking back on the wildcards where people said I got robbed, I'm like, wow, that was trash. Like, that was a trash wildcard. What was I thinking? But this year around, I started qualifying. I mean, German global champs, I got first place over Osis, over Adi Karan, over King Inertia. First place wildcard for the global category, right? I couldn't go because Germany hates me. And they denied my visa, which was, kind of heartbreaking. First time I get first place in an event.
What a shame.
Yeah. I go there and I'm like, yeah, well, all right, cool. Florida Beatbox happened, qualified for that. Also couldn't go, sadly, because, the short notice. Because I originally was 9th, but then someone dropped out and then I got in. But because of the short notice, I wasn't able to, get stuff done in time. And then after that, actually, let's say before that, let me not get ahead of myself here. Before that, before like doing any wildcard competitions and whatever, right? Myself and my manager, we decided, hey, I have all this pool with myself. The name Remix is really starting to go somewhere. I wanna, because of that, there's got to be something we can do to get our own community up, because after going to these international events, seeing all these communities together, bro, the Americans, the French, the Asian, like all these guys just come together, bro, and then I look back on myself and I'm like, damn,
where are my guys?
South African group is Remix and no one, bro, no one. So I was like, okay, it's time 2024 is the year where things are actually gonna happen. So I was like, bet. I told my manager, we're doing whatever it takes to get an South African champs hosted, right? And it went really well, dude. We got an amazing sponsorship. We were able to fly all the guys down. They didn't have to pay for a single thing. We flew them down. We housed them. We did everything. It was amazing, dude. And yeah, bro. So that went really well. That went really, 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 really well. And I just wanted to bring that up. That I started hosting the SA champs, and it's a crazy thing that's happening. But then, yeah, dude, so flash forward after all the, after all the wildcard competitions, I do a wildcard for Hatson. I see Hatson's doing something, and I was like, all right, let's do something. What? Oh, yeah, I did Nightmare for my wildcard. I was just trying to think back on what wildcard I did there. But, did that, qualified for Hatson. That was dude, that was the greatest beatbox battle experience I've ever had. I think no, I don't think it tops GBB, but it comes super close. Like they're almost neck and neck. Hatson and GBB are like mad close to the experience, bro. Almost. I'll say GBB's a little better, but Hatson is so close, dude.
What did you enjoy about it, or what stood out to you from Hatson?
Well, first of all, right, you look at the level of Hatson, right, dude. That lineup was just
insane,
right? Zeka, Abo Ice, Vakoda, Decoy. I'm probably missing a bunch of Biscuit, dude. Who? King Inertia, Improver. Yeah. Like, dude, the most stacked. There's no one can debate it, right? Hatson this year, the international one, was the most stacked event, probably in a couple of years, since maybe 2021. Hatson is the most stacked international event that's happened, bro. Because you had literally so many of the highest level beatboxers there, bro.
Yeah.
So many
diverse styles,
Right?
really clear identities.
It was
Yeah.
ridiculously
was stacked.
ridiculously insane, dude.
So you've gone from Beatland, and then you've gone into 2024 where you've been winning wildcards, and then you've been joining battles. You've established yourself in a live setting to be a beatboxer who can beatbox online and on stage, and his beats have no problem hitting.
Yes, sir.
On top of that, I also want to mention big up, bro, for stepping up and organizing something for your community, because it's
Thank
just
you, sir.
not about is the idea of remix is extending beyond the person of remix, but what
Absolutely.
you're doing for the community, and I think that's really really good.
You know,
really
truth
admire
be told, I've like it's in the works. But if all goes to plan, 2026, me and a couple of guys that I'm sure people will get to know very soon are actually planning on doing like an Africa tour. You know, going to schools and like showing like all the different countries the power of beatbox. You know, like even like potentially like giving out like loop stations and stuff to the places that we go to like really kick up a music kind of love in these countries, like a beatbox love. There's so much that's going into it, man, and there's so much talk about it right now. Like I said, like since I got back from GBB, things have just been insane. Like the opportunities that have now opened up and everything that's kind of just been going my way, it's like, dude, it's just insane, and it's a blessing, and it's unreal, but I'm ready for all of it, and I'm so happy for all of it, man. But yeah, like it's crazy stuff, dude. So much is in the works, and it's gonna be insane, dude.
Okay, cool. So you have this build up of things, right? And then we are actually building up to your dream right before GBB, as you have been joining these competitions. So
yes, sir.
Take us to the time to how you got into GBB this round. What happened?
Right.
Like we thought right when you didn't win the wild card. Oh no, Remix is gonna miss a year of GBB. GG. But then something happens out of the blue.
Then
Tell us
something
about
happened.
that.
Then Paponi hits me up, right? He's like, hey, we're thinking about doing this event. Do you have anyone in mind that we could potentially speak to about getting on board with this? And I was like, yeah, I could get you in touch with some people. And he was like, yeah, the event we're doing is the Africa Mina. And I was like, oh shit, you're doing Africa Champs again? And he was like, yeah, and this one's a GBB qualifier. And I was like, damn. Okay.
So it was Paponi who pitched the idea to you guys.
Not exactly.
How did that work?
Paponi was more just trying to see. I think because I'm like the the reigning African champ at this point. Like he was like, hey, dude. Would you know it? Like, I think he was more just asking if I knew if there was a big enough community in Africa to actually have this happen, like, because he didn't know if there was going to be enough competitors that would be willing to join, or rather enough competitors at a high enough level to make like a really cool event. So he was messaging me to ask my opinion, like, do you think this would work or not? And I was like, dude, absolutely, bro. Have you not heard of people like Fably, people like fucking Ash, people like Hippie? Yeah, dude. And I was like, bro, this would absolutely work. And he was like, great, thank you so much. We'll let you know what's happening in the announcement video. Announcement video comes out. Everyone's like, wow, well, I guess Remix is in GBB. And I was like, I don't know, dog. I don't know. Fably's in here. Lex or Marfo's in here. I truth be told, I was the person I was most worried about is Fably. I don't know if you know Fably, but
I watched the videos.
Fably is good, dude. Fably is good, bro. And so first battle, GZ7V, I called him Ice and then won, which was fun. And then beat him. Then we went to Fably, which was, wow, the guy didn't want to battle. Here I am battling him, And that was the craziest battle of that event, dude. That was the one that I was like most worried about, I was like, shit, dude. Because I knew like in my mind, I don't want to sound like, cocky or whatever, but I kind of knew that whoever won that battle was gonna win the African champs. It was between I feel like it was literally between Fably and myself against like whoever won that battle was the champion at that point, pretty much. I like what Hippie bought in the finals was insane, but I like my honest opinion, I feel like Fably, the skill that Fably has and the tracks that he's shown me, they're just like, oh, dude, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a Fably simp,
Yeah,
but,
you knew Fably's material so well, you were confident that it was either you or him who had the
Literally.
highest chance of winning the championship.
But then, yeah, so I beat Fably, and then it was crazy, dude, because the finals of the Africa Mina happened while I was in Hatton, and Hippie was there as well, you know. So it was like, damn, there's my opponent for the finals, bro. You know, so it was crazy, and we like spoke about it, and we were like, yeah, how you feeling? And he was like, yeah, okay, I guess. I was like, cool, cool.
Would have been fun if you guys like recorded the battle live instead of sending.
Bro, we should have done that. But oh shit, bro. Damn. But you know what? We couldn't have anyway because he had pre-recorded all his rounds before Hatton.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So like I recorded my final round in Hatton. Like if you watch it, you'll see Sonus in the background. He's just vibing. Yeah. So fun stuff.
All right. So man qualified for GBB through a backdoor. Not really a backdoor, but through an unexpected means, right? We didn't see it coming. It happened, and so now your fan base is like, "Whoa, our guy, he's gonna hit the stage." Tell us how you felt and what preparation you did to make sure that hey, this GBB, I'm gonna kill it. It's not just gonna be a lost opportunity.
Of course, yeah. Well, they announced it while I was in Hatton. You know, I remember I was with Decoy and Ice at the time that they announced. And I just went to them. I was like, boys, I'm qualified for GBV. And they were like, yeah, boy, let's go celebrate. So we did. We celebrated. It was a great time. And then, after that, preparation started, you know, really building up my mental readiness, I suppose, you know, to be like, okay, you've made it. Don't be like, oh, you can't beat these people. You know, just be ready for anything. And I did what I could and came through, got third place, and I'm happy. You know, pre-qualified for GBB again next year because I got third, so I will be back. People will see me on the GBB stage again. And I'm shooting for first place, bro. I have to. Like, I can't stop until I win that event. I just can't.
Keep going. Yeah. How was it like battling in GBB compared to your past experiences? Was there any different? Anything stood out to you?
So if we had to compare it to Hatton, right? There's definitely something different about it. I think it's just the feeling of it being GBB. You know, like the scale that you feel. You know, the scale, the size of the crowd, the atmosphere. You know, like you can tell as soon as you step foot on that stage, like, wow, everything else you've done, like any other battle or any other performance you've done, this is different. Like something about this is like there's something else here. You know, like there's something much bigger than everything else that you've experienced. Like you feel it as soon as you step on that stage, where you're like, wow, this is legit. Like this is proper now. So yeah, it's crazy, dude.
And so you went up against Ice first round.
Yeah.
You are confident?
Out of everyone there, I wanted to battle Ice the least. I can definitely say that. Yeah, I did not want to battle Ice. Like I was like,
why?
No. You know, we it's Ice, bro. Like you've seen how he sounds live, bro. He's a god.
Yeah.
He's insane.
Yeah. He's another one of those people who are like untouchable. If you want to counter, maybe you can counter his but that's pretty much it. And maybe his snares, but beyond that, his flow, his combos, you never come close to it.
Like the stuff he does is just too it's too Ice, you know, like you could never pull it off the same way he does, you know. So it's like you know, we even spoke about it because Ice and I are close, right? Like Ice is my boy, right? And we were speaking about it the day of the eliminations. Like after everything had been done, I was chilling with him and I was like, dude, imagine we battle first battle. How shit would that be? And he was like, dude, I know. I don't want. And then we find out, hey, I'm battling Ice first battle. And I was like, well, that's just great.
No.
Well, that's just great. Wow, this is not going to be an easy one. And then, you know, 5-0, which was, what the hell? What the hell, dude? Unreal.
And after that, you went straight into Remix and Osis, two of the online household names that everyone in Discord has been rooting for GBB. And so this is like a online match happening in real life.
Yeah.
And so can you tell us through that battle what happened?
So personally, right. Personally, and I know a lot of people agree, I don't think I lost that battle. All right, I'll just come out there. You know, a lot of people at GBB didn't think I lost that battle. Even Osa said, like, after the battle was done and they announced, he was like, "How did I win?" You know?
Yeah, I saw a live stream. He was surprised.
Yeah, so like I don't know what happened. I would love to get a judge explanation on that. But you know what? I'm very happy for him. I'm very happy that he gets to come back to next GBB as well, so I can take my revenge, but also see the bro. You know, I can see the bro as well. I love Oscar. He's such an amazing guy. You know, we spend a lot of time together, just, you know, going around Japan doing stupid shit, which was like just great. You know, so much fun. And yeah, I'm excited to. I really hope I get to battle him next year, bro. I really want to battle him and get my redemption for that one. But great battle, fantastic time, you know.
Yeah, you went to the small final after that for a rematch with Kaji, your finalist in Beatland.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. I felt very I don't know, like after losing to Osis, after I was so sure that I had won, you know, it was kind of like it was a blow, you know, like I was like, you know, like after that my energy levels kind of dropped heavily. You know, like immediately I was like, you know, like I wasn't like, oh, fuck this event and whatever. You know, I was like, you know, like after being so sure that I did really well and that I did win, after like, you know, seeing that I didn't, I was like the energy levels kind of, you know, the hype was no longer there.
Yeah, you felt really defeated. You were having momentum. Yeah. You just beat Ice, one of the favorites for champ this year, and then boom, suddenly, unexpectedly, you lose to Osis.
So the hype was gone. So like my battle energy wasn't really fully there with Kaji, you know. So I was like, I don't know. I want to beat Kaji. I need to get my the redemption for that, but I wasn't sure because of my energy. But then, you know, I found out that I won. It was a 3-2 decision, so very close, very close. But yeah, it was great. It was great, and I pre-qualified for GBB, so I'm happy.
Yeah, we get to see you again. Now, we have a question from the audience. Euphemistic. He asked, what was your approach going into your rematch with Kaji?
Win.
Was there any different strategy from in Beatland, or you just...
So, here's the thing, right? I don't mean to sound like this guy, I won, right? But let me say this, right? I strongly believe that the reason that not maybe the main reason, but a big reason that I lost in Beatland was due to how the sound was set up, because we were in like basically a tin box, so any bass would make the roof shake like crazy, and all you heard was the roof. So they had to turn the bass all the way down, and for a person that does bass, not good, you know. Yeah. So I think that if the sound system was perfect, it might have gone differently, right?
I see.
So I think the biggest I think. GBB was a lot more of a fair playing ground now, you know. But the EQ was great for both of us, and I think I just edged it. I mean, clearly I did edge it, because a 3-2 decision could have gone either way, you know. So I just edged the battle there, which was crazy.
Wow. So we have come full circle from the beginning of remix to the next step, which is to the next GBB once again. And your journey continues. What role does your family play in your beatbox career? Everything. My like, I don't know, like I think my audience would probably know this, but dude, my mom is the most supportive person on the planet. You know, she's always... I see her comments on your videos.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, she loves beatbox so much, dude, and my family is just so loving and supportive. Everyone. Like, dude, you know, a lot of people have family where they're like, would you stop that bloody noise and stuff? And I'm like, damn, dude, that sucks, bro. Your family's like that. But yeah, dude, my family, you know, they're so supportive since day one. They were like, you know, they bought me like, you know, speakers and mics and stuff to train on when I was just starting out and stuff, because they were like, you know, this is what you want to do, we support you fully. And yeah, dude, like I think if my family wasn't who they are, I would not be where I am today.
I see. Big up to Remix family.
Yeah, big ups to you guys. Shout outs.
You've really helped change the beatbox scene, honestly.
Absolutely.
Wow, imagine that without a remix. That
Yeah,
would
dude.
be
Absolutely.
a huge loss.
Hey, my
Okay,
guy.
next question. Which sound do you wish you had but couldn't learn?
Probably the pass snare, bro.
For real?
Yeah, I mean, look, I.
Hey, that's not bad.
nah.
You have it.
Okay.
You have it.
I do have it. Yeah. Dude, I don't know, bro. Like that. See that's a tough question, bro. Because like, unless there's a sound that I'm missing, besides people's special sounds that they do, you know, like Stitch's 6 whatever sound that he does,
666, yeah.
yeah, you know, like I think I know pretty much every generic beatbox sound though. Like I
Okay.
genuinely think, like besides people's special sounds and stuff, I genuinely think I can probably do pretty much every generic beatbox sound.
Okay. Yeah. So
yeah.
you're pretty comfortable with
Yeah.
the sounds that you don't know, basically.
Yeah.
And which sound did you struggle with the most to learn that you now have but you really worked hard for?
You know, it's crazy because now I'm known for it the most, but I think vibration bass and inward bass were the hardest sounds.
Really?
It took me months to learn that shit, bro. Months.
And how did you like learn them? Having struggled with them.
Dude, I don't like, bro.
Just trying.
It took me months and months and months of trying, and then after a while of not getting it, I just gave up, and I was like, yeah, I'm just not gonna, you know, go down that route of learning these basses. You know, I was like, oh, I don't need the bass. I'll learn something else. You know, and then yeah, dude, I like every time I heard it, I was like, I need to learn this, but every time I tried I couldn't, and then I would say I don't need it, then I'd hear it again and I'd be like, I need to do this, but then, you know, and then yeah, dude, one day like I was doing the Jayton voice, you know, the yeah, that shit, right? And then I just like pushed that really hard, and then I started to hear like a vibration bass texture, and I was like, oh wait, and then I trained that, added bass to it, and I was like, that's vibration bass. Boom, done. Train that every day. Now it's, you know, oh, remix vibration bass. Yeah, cool. You know, inward bass, very similar approach to it as well. Tried, failed, gave up, tried again. And then one day I did a thing while I was driving in a car, and I got like a sound, and I was like, shit, bro, that's inward bass. And then, yeah.
Basically, the story of your life is try, fail, and then succeed.
Exactly, guys. Battle, fail, and you'll progress. We come full circle, bro. Look at that.
Yeah.
We've literally come full circle from the beginning message. Try and fail. That's the only way you can get better. If you try and you always win, you'll never get better. So fail as much as you can. Look for failure. In fact, look for failure until winning is all you see, bro. That's what you got to do. Damn.
Yeah,
Damn, bro. Look at us,
and maybe
Justin.
never stop failing. Never stop
Exactly.
failing.
Wow. Look at us, dude. We're like gurus, bro. This is great. This is fantastic, bro. I love this.
Next question. From the audience, how do you feel about the new loudness meta?
It's cool, I guess.
It's cool.
It's cool. Like the thing is, like, right, if you're loud in a battle, your chances of winning are a lot better, right? But I think like the question then arises, how would the loudness meta fare in a musical, like when you move away from the beatbox scene and you want to go into a music scene, how would that translate, you know?
Yeah.
Because like people would rather listen to people like, you know, Gene and King Inertia over someone that's, you know, just you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
fully loud, you know? So it's like, if you can be musical and loud, then I think, yeah, you're the best of both worlds. Perfect. Done. You know?
yeah. But then again, I think it then comes down to what kind of music you're trying to create. Because not all heavy hitting music needs to be loud. And by heavy hitting, I mean something that moves you, right? It can be something really soft. It can be something really quiet. It can have lots of little details. But it's not going to stand out in a battle because a battle seems to be a lot more about strength and dominance. But
100%,
music isn't necessarily about dominance. And so here is where 100%. Beatbox battles fail to account for that, which is understandable. It's part of the system. And I suppose with Show Me Your Masterpiece, BBU, these help to account for those things. But not
I think we need more events like these, bro.
Yeah, we do.
We need more. We need more BBUs, more Show Me Your Masterpieces. I think, yeah, dude. I mean, like, shit, bro. BBU was like such a incredible
Game
eye opener,
changer.
at least for me, when it comes to the music making of beatbox. You know, I'd never seen some like until like Dan was doing stuff and Hiss was doing that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'd never seen anything like that in beatbox. You know, I was like, wow,
Yeah.
this is incredible.
Yeah, I think battles are the best way of pushing beatboxers, but not the best way of sustaining beatboxers.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Because we see like with BBU, right, they came out with so many different things that we might not have expected, and it's because of that pressure, but at the same time you have certain constraints, so you become creative within those constraints.
Yeah.
And it worked out. It reached so many different new people. I've non-beatbox friends who watched it and were like, yeah, I totally enjoyed the series.
Yeah.
Which is what we want to hear. Combining this idea of battle with musical production is something we need more. But
Absolutely.
hopefully one day we won't need battles. And I think Shogo is an example of that, right? Where
Yeah.
he doesn't need any battles to cultivate an audience who enjoys his music purely because he puts out good music. And I
Absolutely.
think that's key.
Absolutely, bro. I agree. That's sick.
Okay, but anyway, back to remix talk. If you
Yeah.
weren't a beatboxer, what would you be doing right now?
I don't know, dude. Like, again, my family is a very musical one, bro. So if I wasn't a beatboxer, probably something in music. I don't know, dude. Guitar
Okay.
or, you know, something like that.
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
What kind of music do the rest of your family do?
Well, my father is, well, dude, my dad plays like every single instrument under the sun, you know, and he's a beautiful singer. He composes music as well, you know. Yeah, he's like all around, bro, all around. Mom plays the drums. Sister sings very well. Brother used to be like heavy into DJing, but now he's, you know, doing his own thing in sales and whatever. But you know,
Okay.
we've all had our fair share of the taste in music. The music, my dad plays in a church band. Mom also plays in a church band. So a lot of like Christian music they play. And sister sings just whatever she wants, you know. But the only person that has like a proper career in it is, you know,
I see.
myself. Which is
Okay,
crazy.
beatboxing, paving a new way for musicians.
exactly, bro. There you go.
All right. Final question from Euphemistic 2. What is your dream battle? One where you're battling and one where you're just in the audience and seeing people battle.
You know what? I got my dream battle, I think. I've already had it. And it was at the GBB 24/7 to Smoke with Napalm.
Oh.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
Napalm. Because, like, you know, he got me started out with the whole battle scene anyway.
I see.
You know, he was the first person I watched to actually beatbox battle. And so,
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, dude, I think Napalm. Napalm probably.
Oh, full circle.
There you go. So Napalm, and then who would I like to watch battle? Okay, very generic answer here. I'm gonna give you a very generic, very very basic answer, right? But I think it would be sick to watch if both Collapse and D-Lo came back and had a battle.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Champ versus champ.
They have both leveled up like crazy. They're both
Exactly.
not human anymore. We can all agree on that.
Yeah. All we need, bro. I feel like all we really need for the beatbox scene to like really kickstart again, like get back to like, you know, the crazy, insanely talked about, would be to like, and I even spoke about Poponi, would be to have a GBB champions battle. Like, so you bring all the vice champs and the champs back, and then they all do a limbs, and then
Yeah.
find out who the real champ of GBB is.
Whoa.
You know, Codfish comes back, D-Lo comes back, Collapse come back, River, Napalm, Kenny, all these guys, Gene, they all come back, and then we find out who
Yeah.
the real champ is.
Yeah, the Champions League
Yeah.
of GBB.
Champions League of GBB, bro. That would be the most
exciting.
watched thing in the I think in beatbox history.
I think
Imagine
so too.
D-Lo versus Codfish again, bro. Like what
yeah.
the hell?
Yeah,
No.
internet would blow up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nah, that would be insane. But yeah, I think I think that's a pretty good answer. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I have one last question. I'm curious to know
You
as
got it.
well. Cam Beatbox asks, are you training your poly?
Inward poly, yes. And one day, everyone, one day, you all will hear it. One day. It's not
Do
ready
we
yet.
get a snippet now of where is that?
Unfortunately not, because it's not very ready.
Aw,
but
man,
one day,
no.
I promise, one day.
All right.
One day.
We'll see it next year, GBB 2025.
Exactly.
Possibly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Well, that's it for our show today with Remix. We have heard his story. Remix, any last words that you want to leave with the audience?
Don't be afraid to fail. Don't do drugs. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think.
Solid advice. All right, we'll see you next round. Thank you,
you so
Remix.
much for
It was a
having me,
pleasure
Beatbox
having you.
International. Make sure you all like this video. Keep being fire. And peace out.